Transition to
Welcome,
what?
welcome, welcome. Greetings and salutations. Another wonderful episode of Gamma Blurs. Yeah, we're live. Yes. All right. So, anyway, thank you guys for joining us here. Joining us here on our wonderful show here on this beautiful Sunday. And first things first, go ahead and give a shout out to all the moms out there. Thank you for being moms. We love you so much. We appreciate you, and we love you. Um, literally would not be here without you. So, yeah. Okay. Let's gentlemen, go
Well,
ahead and say your
I
highs,
don't,
how
I
you
don't know
do's.
about y'all, but as an idea, the idea of Rick Williams would still exist, even without a natural birth or a human birth as a child. So the idea that I exist as would still be running around invoking people to do things outside of themselves and sometimes cause a little bit of chaos. But going with the
Shut the fuck
introduction,
up.
Herb.
No, you know what? He's actually right though.
No, don't feed into him. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't feed into him. No, don't.
As crazy as it sounds, he's right.
Herb, you got a little something right there. A little something right there. Anyway.
Fuck y'all.
The snozzberries taste like snozzberries. Get your nose out of there, Herb. Nobody knows what the fuck a snozzberry tastes like. Anyway. All right, so man, you gotta be cursing before even 5 minutes passing the show. Y'all get on my daggone nerves. Anyway. Yeah. We're supposed to wait 5 minutes. I think that's the standard, so we can actually. I'm sorry, Herb. Finish your show. I'm shutting up.
Yeah. Hey everybody, I'm back. I guess I'm not fired anymore. So yeah, but that remains to be seen. So let's keep on going.
They're nice, buddy. Both of you are. They're nice.
Nigga, I got a life, okay? Anyway, we also have to open up with some sad news, some very sad news. A ECW original and legend, Sabu, has passed away at the crap. I did not pull them up. Anyway, I forgot how old he was.
60.
Good job. Thank you, guys. That's why you got my back. I appreciate you. Love you guys for that. So I'm going to go first with this. I honestly have only seen Sabu because according to Rick Stroh, I'm not a real wrestling fan. So I've only seen Sabu when they did the ECW crossovers. My mother did not allow me to buy the ECW DVD, so I couldn't watch him back in the days. And I only saw him for like maybe 5 seconds when they had their spot on TNT. So I don't have a favorite Sabu match. But do you gentlemen have a favorite Sabu match or moment?
His favorite Sabu moments. He was the first because I got into like really watching wrestling kind of late. It wasn't until I seen him jump on top of the rope and actually balance himself, and then just jump off the top and just hit people with the table, not tables, a chair in the process. And that was just like my introduction to him and ECW. So that he will forever be the high flyer that's lovable and just kicking ass as we always do. I did see bits and pieces of his very last match. Yeah, let's not talk about that anymore.
He was still doing the same shit as of a couple weeks ago. Like,
yeah.
He was still the homicidal, suicidal, genocidal maniac that we all know him as. Any Sabu versus RVD match, like from any time period, you can pull it. So Sabu used to wear this tape on his bicep. That was because one time he actually ripped open his bicep with barbed wire during a hardcore match between him and RVD. Yeah, man. Honestly, just because we don't find enough moments to interject a little bit of joy or happiness or jokes and things. But do you think so? Because we all know Sabu's taunt is to point to the sky like that, right? So do you think that when he gets to the afterlife, that like Jesus is finally like, all right, bitch, you've been calling me out, so now we about to do it, and they're having a hardcore match?
More than likely, I would pay money to see that match. I would love to see that.
Just saying,
but I've watched that match.
Listen. Sabu can pull some shit off, boy. The first time he does that leg drop with the chair, and Jesus has to like sell that shit. You know what I mean? Like, man, listen.
Oh wow.
Yeah, because like it's a wrestling match. You got to sell the damage. Like, I don't care if you walked on water or if you opened up a seal. Like, listen, man. Jesus better not be going into business for himself. His job is to put Sabu over as soon as he gets up there. So he better be putting Sabu
Good night,
over.
everybody.
No, I forgot this part. I remember when somebody in the audience tried to take off his turban and he slapped the shit
Oh,
out
I
of him.
did see. He back
That
elbowed.
was amazing.
Oh, yeah.
So
And went
yeah.
after the ass in the crowd. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Sabu was not to be fucked with. I know that much. Like, yeah, I didn't watch him consistently, but I know that much. Rest in power, Sabu. What was his real name? Does anybody know?
It was, give me a second.
It's like Steve something. I
Yeah,
swear I just had.
And I figured you knew because you know you're a super fan and you're better than everybody else. Anyway, so
Man, listen. No, I'm not gonna say that right
Terrence
now.
Michael Brunk.
Terrence
Michael Brunk.
was he related to anybody else? Didn't he have like this? Was anybody?
His uncle was the original Sheik.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm. Not the Iron Sheik, but the original Sheik.
No, yeah, he was his manager. Wasn't he the manager of the Iron Sheik? Is that who you're talking about? Wasn't there? Didn't Iron Sheik have a manager that was a Sheik? I don't know. Okay, yeah.
It all starts to blend together. We just talked about this before the show, man. I'm having wrestling burnout.
Anyway, shout out to Thirst Thursdays. Make sure you guys cast him. Anyway, I mean, you're gonna get exhausted with certain things, but it happens. It happens. It's a fandom. You love it. Eventually, you move on from it, and you come back to it. That's what happens. So, yeah. Anyway, moving on. I have no way to transition to this from that because I had something for Herb. You're fired, and you screwed it up as usual. But anyway, we got a new pope. You went out of order of the outline. It's literally before the show. I say, okay, this is the order we're gonna do everything, and my assumption is that you were looking along with it too. I asked you beforehand. Did you have that behind the scenes? Anyway, Pope Leo the 14th.
I look on the internet and say, "Fuck 50, fuck Ja, fuck." I'm like, what you gotta say fuck me for? Oh
Anyway,
shit, you're transitioning to the Pope. That's hilarious.
It's the most anti-religious podcast show in the history of podcasting. We have a lot of fun here, and I skipped church today, so I gotta pray extra hard today. Anyway, he was a bishop in Rome, head of the Catholic. Now he was what was his original name? Sorry, I had it here. But the big controversy is bump all that. Not controversy, but the whatever they call it. Yeah, the big thing is, damn Herb. The big thing is that he is the first American-born pope in history. So he's actually from Chicago. He's also of Haitian heritage and Creole heritage. He speaks Spanish. He speaks Italian. He ain't talked to none of you motherfucking Americans out there when he did his speech. He wasn't saying shit in English. I'm sorry, not American. American is not a language. I do apologize.
Anyway, this is America. We speak American. God damn it,
we speak American. But yeah, as of May 8th, we have an American Pope, which a lot of people thought was something that we never thought would happen. But he's something straight out of the melting pot. That is our home country. Gentlemen, what do you think about this new revelation, this new Pope that's been selected?
I'm not a Catholic, so I really don't have an opinion on it. So yeah.
You have an opinion about him being American Pope?
I don't really. I'm sorry. I'm trying not to say I don't really care, but I mean, that's why I'm saying I really don't have an opinion on it. So
you can say you don't care. I mean, that's an opinion. You don't.
I don't care. Don't care. I'm sorry.
I love the fact that that he is so right wingers immediately didn't know what to do with it. Like some right wingers were just like, oh, the new Pope's an American, he's a registered Republican. And then a couple Google searches later, the rest of them were just like, wait, this is a woke Pope. And it's like, oh man, here come all your keywords, your keywords that you guys only use because you all have that same keyword bank. Like I hope I really enjoy the fact that this Pope does not like JD Vance. He's only tweeted out 5 things, and 2 of those things are calling out JD Vance, which is hilarious to me. Like that he ratioed the fuck out of the Vice baby. So that's pretty cool. Also, because like he speaks so many different languages, but he's also from Chicago, I wonder does he say cheeseburger? Like, so, like that's a deep cut
Yeah,
for some of
Cubs.
y'all.
Got Bears.
Yeah. Also, like you got players from teams in Chicago, like somebody from I think it was somebody from the Cubs was just like, oh man, we got a Chicago boy as the Pope now, so we're definitely gonna. He's like, nope, I cheer for the White Sox, so fuck you. And then the quarterback of the Bears immediately comes out and was like, yeah, we got Chicago boy in the Pope, so he's gonna be looking out for us. No one likes you, painted fingernails. No one likes you. But yeah, so I don't know. It's gonna be very, very interesting. Cut it out, Herb. This is gonna be very, very interesting. We'll see how things go with the Pope with the first American Pope, who is also, who seems to be a good person. His morals and his teaching seemed to be in line with what Pope Francis was going with. So again, right wingers are going to be calling it another woke Pope. But I mean, again, maturing is realizing that everything isn't woke. You're just a bad person. You know what I mean? And I hope a lot of our right wing brothers and sisters start to realize that.
Mm-hmm.
So okay. Funny thing about the Pope. The Vatican is offering time off purgatory to the 2 million followers of Pope Francis tweets. The Catholic Church is combining one of its oldest traditions and modern technology by providing indulgences to those who follow the Pope on social media. So get out there and make sure you follow the new Pope so you get time off of purgatory.
Can I just say something? I'm sorry. Like, I'm an agnostic man. I am like I'm not an atheist. Please look up the definition because I'm tired of people coming to me. Oh, I'm agnostic. But does anybody else find the humor in electing a divine official, but a group who is a man who is also being elected by another group of men to be the divine one? Like there. I don't know. Maybe I'm looking too deep into it. I'll stop. We can.
I see what you're saying. Yeah.
I put the definition in the comments. What's up, Abby Wiggins? I think you're the only one with us today, but we love you. We appreciate you. Make sure you like the video and share the video and subscribe. Anyway,
we gotta bump these numbers up. We still doing rookie numbers.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Hey, I mean, hey, it's a slow grow. It's cool. We having fun. Hey, it's not,
Hey, fuck what Jay Washington was talking about a couple weeks ago. Her back to spamming everybody. Spam everybody with the link.
Say less.
Facts. I didn't share it. Damn, that's on me. I didn't share it to anybody today.
Wow, Trey. The wrong person is always going on my ass about
I was too busy going over the outline. Nick, shut up. Anyway, behind the scenes, leave that behind the curtain.
Cage match. Her versus
Trey. He'd lose.
No, I'm not. Okay. Keep underestimating me. Which is
it's not underestimating. It's just that I promise you, I beat that ass.
All right.
I'm gonna Paul Heyman. I'm gonna Paul Heyman the shit out of this. I'm gonna hype it and sell tickets, and then I'm tell you guys I'm gonna pay you a certain amount. And I'm never gonna pay you anything and just disappear.
Anyway. God damn! Every time I have a good transition in my head, you say some stupid shit and I end up losing it. Fuck. Anyway, it's trapped in a prison of my own design. Speaking of prisons, have you guys ever been to the museum that is Alcatraz? Ever take any time up New York to go? It's in New York, isn't it?
No. Ooh.
San Francisco. Look, I ain't even gonna fake like geography. It's my first one. Anyway.
Look at you. Look at you.
Any fucking way. Motherfucker. Keep talking shit. I'm gonna make you run this motherfucker, all right? You transition to the next one.
Time out. Back on topic. We're talking about Alcatraz. We're talking about the Rock.
Alcatraz was an infamous prison that has been closed down since the mid 70s, I believe. Was it the 70s or 50s?
I think they closed in the 60s.
The 60s.
Yeah, they closed in the 60s.
63, if I'm not mistaken.
Okay, perfect. So it was touted as an inescapable island prison that they sent the worst of America's worst to. It was closed down because, of course, it became unmanageable. undertaking to keep it running and to maintain the prisoners and keep shipping in, supplies that they would need and keep people alive. It also had various death traps there as well, but they ultimately turned it into a prison, and you can go visit if you go to San Francisco. My bad. Anyway, so why this is important is because number 4547 has decided that he wants to reopen it. Deep cut. What do you guys thought on the potential reopening of Alcatraz?
It's a museum that should just stay what the fuck it is. It's why are we trying to open up? And it's funny. It's funny because they tried to go ahead and get a clipping of what Alcatraz's thoughts on it. They didn't even answer because it's a fucking museum. Like that, we're not opening no fucking museum up that was condemned or not condemned, shut down. What 60 fucking years ago? Like, I mean, this is Trump trying to. All right, let me just say this so I won't get these motherfuckers won't come knocking at my door. This is Trump trying to have a smart idea that's actually just a dumb idea again. And he's once again just trying to make just like, hey, look at me, I'm a smart guy. No, you're a fucking idiot. Let's not do this. It's not inhabitable. It's a museum. Let's just move on.
So logistically, it's a nightmare. Like it was only built to hold like 500 people. and that's like one cafeteria in San Quentin at this point. You know what I mean? Like, and they literally are like housing prisoners in bunk beds in like old gymnasiums in prisons that we have right now. Also, the fact that it's a museum right now, again, like we were talking about, it's a logistical nightmare. They have issues with just getting the shit from people visiting the museum off the island because you can't just dump it into the water anymore because that causes a toxic issue, right? It's a logistical nightmare for them just to ship the supplies that they need to run this museum, which sees, I don't know, maybe a couple thousand people a day. Like it's a nightmare doing that. And you're talking about reforming it to make it a prison. To make it a prison again, you know what I mean? Like that's again, all of his smart ideas are just the dumbest shit you've ever heard. And also, this is a direct reaction to places like El Salvador not willing to play ball anymore, right? Because if anybody knows, the UN has stepped in. It was like, hey, you guys need funding from us, but you're working with this idiot and all of his hateful ass group. So guess what? No more funding, bitch. And now everybody's just like, hey, you got to slow down on sending these prisoners here because, my girl came home and she ain't trying to give me no money no more. And I'm a broke PS4 nigga and I got to sleep on her couch. So I need this. I need this money, baby. It's like I can't go to the corner store without this money. So I can't keep doing this. I will never put any respect on that. It's 13 years old. It is dead. You're using a TI-85 computer.
I don't know if you guys can hear, but our lady in the chair is arguing with Mr. Rickstro here.
We're not doing the merits of the PS4 right now. Let me finish with my Alcatraz rant. But so yeah, it's an absolute disaster. You know what I mean? And then they called it the inescapable fort, and 3 guys escaped from it. And some people were like, oh, well, they died in the San Francisco Bay. No, they didn't, because the 2 guys who were brothers, their mother got a letter and a gift every year on her birthday and on Mother's Day. So it's not inescapable. All you need is a little bit of where there's a will, there's a way. Again, it's just another one of those stupid ass ideas, and they're trying to find their own little. So here's why everyone should be a little bit deterred and a little bit upset about this. This would essentially, if they were to reopen it and they were to make it the prison like they want to again, this would be the start of the internment camps. This would be the start of the localized internment camps, right? Because that's where they would be sending people who ICE are coming to get, who are actual U.S. citizens who live in this country. And not just people of Latin descent, people that look like us, people of Asian descent. Like, because essentially at this point, what we're seeing is this fascist regime just wants this country to be what they always thought it was, which is a nation of white people. They want a white nation, and they want to get rid of all of the melanin, no matter the shade. and that's what they're working on, and that's what this would be the start of. All jokes aside.
Mm-hmm.
I agree. It's horrible. Go ahead, Herb.
I was going to say this because I know you said voice my opinion about how I've been feeling lately before the show. This is one of those situations where it just leads to just people doing and saying dumb shit has you in a tizzy to the point to where it's just stressful. Usually, whenever I'm coming on here with the guys and Lillian, I'm usually just like, hey, jokey or whatever. I'm not in the fucking mood for that shit no more. I'm not. It's depressing. It gets you angry. I'm worrying about what's going to happen for my wife and kid. I'm worried about what's going to happen for my family. The one thing that I could honestly say that may actually give you some joy, since you can't really say shit out there on the internet because those boys are going to be knocking at your door since they wanted to go ahead and just deport us for no fucking reason. Maybe we should just invest in, I don't know, anger rooms. Just start knocking shit over and just beating shit to a pulp, because it's the only way that you can find, because nowadays just sending memes and shit and everything like that shit ain't funny all the damn time. It's actually fucking depressing to the point to where it's just like, guys, I can't even fucking joke around, because somewhere it lies in beneath, it's like, hey, what is your views on this shit? And I mean, because I don't know if you're on my side, because I may be deported tomorrow. And even though I was never, I'm not a refugee. I'm not from, I'm not an alien or anything. Like I'm fucking here, and it's depressing. And now it's just to a point to where you just want to just fucking strike something. It's. I'm sorry. Yeah.
No. You're fine. You're fine. Listen, you can use. We have this phone for a reason, and if you need to decompress like that, you can decompress here. We just saw the mayor of New Jersey get assaulted by ICE agents. Him and a couple other dignitaries tried to go and investigate a ICE facility in New Jersey, and they were assaulted. Basically, they were assaulted and taken into custody. So, I mean, it's hard and it's depressing, and I know people get tired of us talking about it. I know people get tired of listening to it. I know we get tired of talking about it, but we have to talk about it, right? And do you know where I find my hope at? I find my hope by looking to my heroes. I have a wall of heroes and characters behind me, but like there are real life heroes who are out here that we all need to look to, and we need to look to their example and prop them up and honor them. People like Jasmine Crockett and her constant fight. Even Cory Booker, and Cory Booker has a litany of issues, but Cory Booker is someone that we can look to fight back. There are also heroes out there like Luigi Mario. That's somebody that we should look to as a hero. There's also a man out in Cincinnati. His name is Rodney Rodney something. Another hero that we should also look to. There's another hero from the past. He looked like swollen LL Cool J. I think his name was Chris D. Chris D. These are heroes that we should all be looking to and looking into their example to maybe what we need to do to get the change that we want. Because when they don't want to listen to peace, sometimes there are other means, and we should look to those real life heroes. Wink.
All right. So, yeah. Anyway. So while we're going through these stressful times, it's always good to just be able to sit back and probably participate in some of our favorite pastimes, like reading comics or, watching football or,
Yeah, I was about to go
Oh, that's
ahead.
right. That's how good I am in my fucking job. I was going to pick it up anyway. Go ahead, Herb.
Yeah, because times like these, I mean, the only thing that we could venture off into
fucking words.
we could venture off into video games. Because yeah, but there's some questions that I had about this whole entire situation. I want to ask you guys. So the Switch 2 that's supposed to be coming out within the next month or so, the Switch 2 cartridges won't have any games, but they will have game keys that allows the users to download the game from their network. Thoughts?
Trey, you want to start or you want me to go?
Were you asking a question? Like, because I didn't hear the
like,
question
what is
mark
your thoughts
there.
on this? Because me personally, I don't get it. I don't understand it. It's just like,
so
what's your take on it?
essentially, so much like the reason why a lot of consoles have transitioned over to having a hard drive built in as well as a disk drive. They've given you those options to fool people. This is the cheaper one. So if you get this one and then you download the games, you have a digital product. You no longer have a physical product that you can trade hand over fist with somebody for money or just to share with your friends. They've orchestrated this on all consoles across the board in order to make it so it's easier for them to say, all right, we own this. You just getting a copy of it. We've been getting keys to stuff for the last decade. So it's no surprise to me that Nintendo's transitioning over this. It's some bullshit. I don't think it's good. I don't think that this is the reason. I was honestly in the process of trying to get another Switch for myself. I wasn't gonna get a Switch 2, but another one myself. But now I'm not even inclined to do so because they're taking full advantage of this and they're going to make it so that it's even harder for. And I think we talked about it last time when I was talking about getting another Switch.
Tariffs, yeah.
Not even the tariffs, but just trying to get. I invested in a family plan for me and my kids so that we could all play together. And even then, you still can't play the same games together when you have a family plan. So they're making it so they get more money out of you. They're getting more money out of you. That's the whole thing. And we've been dealing with this shit for a while. More money for less product, which is some bullshit. So now I don't even want to deal with Nintendo at this point. I love Mario is my favorite game of all time, and I had to buy that shit again. It was $60 fucking. Fuck no. Fuck out of here.
And then it's gonna pay extra $30 for that shit because on the new one, it's gonna be like what Mario Kart 6 or 7. What is it at this point now? It's gonna be fucking $90.
Mario Kart, I start fights. Sorry.
So
go ahead.
So Nintendo has been the most audacious as far as like the gaming companies go with their business model, period. Because like you said, nothing. So here's the thing about Nintendo. I'm pretty sure most of y'all have never really realized this. Nothing goes on sale ever. They don't do sales.
No, stuff does go on sale, but it's like a 5% sale.
It's third party games. Third party games. Those are what goes on sale. But a Nintendo IP, anything that they've put out, it never goes on sale. That's why right now, if you were looking for an 8-bit copy of Mario to put on your original Nintendo that you have, you're going to pay that price that it was back when it came out in 1989, whatever. And so, it's this doesn't surprise me as far as it goes with Nintendo. But like we said before, we've had in past conversations. At this point, when you download a movie, when you download music, when you download games, you do not own it. You have the right to be able to play it. You have a key that opens you up to that door. But at any given time, the owner of that door can change the locks on your ass and you can have to pay for it again. Or they could just move the door, period. And now you don't have any access to it whatsoever. So, man, god damn it. I feel like I bring up this dude every week. And it's just because a lot of the shit that he touches on, like hits on things that I talk about. Yes. And that's the Black Okage. Like he's been on this whole thing recently of just buying art. You know what I mean? He's been buying records for the past year. He's gotten back into buying comics, you know what I mean? And like he's saying, if you support art, go out and buy it, you know what I mean? And like if you want to enjoy these things, if you want to actually own it and have it, then like please go out and get the physical media. You know what I mean? Like it's like West, we live in a time of convenience and we live in a time of push button to order whatever. You know what I mean? Like I was thinking about ordering some Uber Eats just a minute ago, but I'm gonna get my ass up and go out and get some food after we finish this. But yeah, like go out and buy the media. Go out and actually get it. Put it so you can touch it, so you can grab it, so you can put it up into the camera and do silly shit with your copy of Ultimate Batman. It's the foil cover, guys. This is number one.
All right.
Is it in plastic?
Yeah, I just took it out just to hold it for a second.
It's so mad.
I love irritating Trey. But no, it's no, but yeah, go out and get it. Don't pay any attention to Nintendo and their nonsense. I mean, listen, they're going to keep doing the shit until people actually stand up against them and you know what I mean, to fight back against it. But also at the same time, Nintendo loves to go. We love you all. We appreciate your support, but also in the same breath, fuck you guys. We don't need you. We're bigger than you. Mario stands on his own 2 feet. Now you can pasta fazool your ass on out of here.
They're Japanese. Anyway. No, Herb. Next topic. Go ahead. Don't try to laugh it off now, nigga. Dead air.
Okay,
Dead
I
air,
mean,
nigga.
no, because I mean, hey, if we're gonna do this, okay. Because I originally was gonna take Miles to, he don't know this yet, to Mario Land when we go down to Florida for his baptism. But since we're good, I'll be in Florida at that time, and there's another place around the corner from there. Was it Disney? Yeah. So Disney Plus, we have questions. You said that what's the name? Ironheart was supposed to be dropping on June 24th, but yet we haven't got any trailers. It's fucking May 11th. We need some red carpet for this shit. What the fuck is going on, Disney Plus? What's going on? We got questions.
I'm sorry. I'm going to drag the show to a halt real quick. The way you built that fucking transition out of nothing, like this nigga literally, he just took chicken shit and turned it into gourmet chicken salad. Goddamn it! Like that was outstanding. That I'm
actually kind of
proud.
proud. I'm actually proud.
That
but continue.
That nigga built that shit out of absolute nothing. And it's like, oh, y'all niggas want dinner? Here you go, 2 loaves and fishes, bitches. But no. Get back to the Ironheart thing. That I had to stop to shout my boy out real quick. But get back to the Ironheart thing. This is gross. This is really, really gross, right? Because I'm noticing a trend. I didn't want to like keep hitting on it, but like now I'm starting to see fervor amongst other Black content creators. So it's like, all right, well, shit, we're gonna pull the table off. We're gonna talk about it. There is this movement going on to where we're shitting on heroes of color and people with melanin, and we're kind of like pushing whatever their series are. We're kind of like we're pushing it away. You know what I mean? They tried to do it with Brave New World, but like Captain America is such a big ass IP that they had to really talk about it. But then they kept on talking about. But if you notice, all of the promotion for it was centering on fucking Red Hulk, which is only there for which is a 5-minute portion of the movie. I was like, hey guys, look at Harrison Ford. He's the Red Hulk. I'm like, fuck you. They should have that should have never showed up. We should have just saw Harrison Ford as President Ross. But anyway, and then you got Ironheart, which comes out next month. You have Eyes of Wakanda, which comes out in August, which looks like a beautiful animated show. If any of you have been lucky enough to see the clips of it, like that they're out there. If you go look for them, it looks amazing. It looks like more expansion into the world of Wakanda. Also, let me hit on a few things, right? Remember, there was supposed to be a show about what was Denai Guerrero's character? What was Okoye? There was supposed to be an Okoye show, right? They buried that shit. Hey, what happened to Iron Wars, everybody? Remember that? Remember how Iron Wars was a movie? Armor Wars was a movie, then it was it was a movie, then it was a show, then it was back to being a movie, then it was, I don't know. Who said anything about
Blade
that?
Who?
Right. Why would we do that, guys? I'm glad you mentioned Blade, Trey. The original writer of Blade stepped up this week and said, if you need help, fucking call me. What is taking so long?
Blade was actually supposed to drop in February this year.
Yeah, and they've gone through 3 directors. They've gone through 7 writers. Listen to me when I say 7 fucking writers, right? And that's nasty work. Nasty work. And it's like, it just seems to be these issues with these heroes of color and these people of color led movies with Disney. And listen, I've said it before and I'm gonna say it again. I am a Marvel stan. Like, look at my wall.
Obviously.
You know what I mean? I'm a fucking Marvel stan. I love everything that Marvel does. You see very little DC around me, right? But this is something that I cannot stand for, right? Brave New World was a continuation of the Winter Soldier theme of Captain America with that intrigue and that spy type of thriller. And it was shit all over. It was shit all over. And now we just had Thunderbolts come out, which is I'm going to say it again for the people in the back. It's a James Gunn movie that wasn't led by James Gunn. It is legitimately the power of friendship. They defeated the main villain with a hug. They gave him a hearty hug, and that's how they defeated him. Am I wrong, Trey?
No, you're right. You're absolutely right. I feel differently. Like I said when we talked about that just specifically about the Thunderbolts, like that was an emotional like eye-opening thing into mental health. But everything else, you're absolutely right. Like it's bullshit. Like no, this is Suicide Squad with a Superman. That's pretty much what this is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, and it's just it's getting real weird, man. And like, I'm going to make it a point for us going forward until the show comes out to bring up the fact that Ironheart is coming out every week because we got to stand up for us if ain't nobody else gonna stand up for us.
Exactly. Yeah, where is the official trailer? Because
we don't know. We haven't gotten it. We only got like a 5-second clip. Like we have gotten nothing real.
And it's also another thing that you said before the show too, how everybody is coming out here saying Thunderbolts was the best since Endgame.
I have not heard that. I wish somebody would say this shit in front of me.
People were saying it's the best since Endgame, and I'm like, where? It was a good movie. Don't get me wrong. But to say it's the best since Endgame, no. Spider-Man, No Way Home was pretty fucking epic.
No Way Home, Guardians of the Galaxy 3. Look, as much as I joke about it, and as much as I don't like Awkwafina, Shang-Chi was a good fucking movie.
It was.
Yeah.
It was.
Listen, again, as much as I don't like Letitia Wright, Wakanda Forever was a good fucking movie. Even though Tina Huerta is very questionable, but I'm sorry.
I didn't say anything about that either.
Sorry, guys. The fact that Tina Huerta still has a job, and like they displayed his chair for Doomsday, and Jonathan Majors is just still out here taking pictures in Fat Albert hats and looking weird and not having his job as King the Conqueror. It blows my fucking mind, man. It really does just blow my mind. But anyway, I'm sorry, guys.
It's the backlash. It's you're black. You made a mistake. Now you got to pay for it. You got to pay way more than anybody else is got to pay. Can they hear you?
No, they can't. They can't.
All right. I'm sorry. Get in the comments because you threw me off. But yes. So as far as Thunderbolts, it's been a week, so we've all seen it. Let's spoil the hell out of the movie. Like we said, they ended the whole thing with a hug. The most important thing that happened in the entire movie was the introduction of the Fantastic Four ship coming through the dimensional barrier. But as far as the movie, besides that one moment that I mentioned on the last show, was there anything else No, there is something that significantly happened. They killed off Taskmaster. They murdered Taskmaster in the first 5 minutes of the movie, and they kept her in the advertisements like she was going to be a major part.
Exactly, because they had her like in the back of the elevator. Meanwhile, I'm like, hold up, like did she just put a fucking bullet in her forehead? Like what the hell just happened?
So I'm going to say this: I was paying attention to the promotional material for this movie for a long time, and I was like, yo, Taskmaster's in this one scene. And you don't see her anywhere else. Also, I'm going to say something a little bit sexist. Olga Kurylenko is too pretty for that bullshit. She deserved better. But no, in all seriousness, like, man, listen. The only other thing that stood out to me other than is the boiler room fight scene with all of them fighting. Like, because if you look in the background, Ghost and Taskmaster are fucking getting after it. Like, we know how John Walker really is JV Steve Rogers. Like, even in his fighting style and everything he does, he is all just JV Steve Rogers. But, like, no, Ghost, like, I will say I am excited for Ghost because, like, they, like, expanded on her character even more because people forget she whooped the shit out of Ant-Man and Wasp, like, at the same time. She was giving them the biz. And, like, her and Taskmaster were fucking getting after it in the background. So, I did enjoy that. Also, I said it last week, and I'm going to say it again. I'm so glad that Steven Yeun dropped out of this because he wouldn't have looked good in the Sentry suit or with the blonde wig on. Like, I wouldn't have been. Yeah. It wouldn't have been good.
A blonde Asian. Yeah.
Weird. Another fucking blonde.
So I read somewhere that they weren't going to kill off Taskmaster. They were going to keep her in as a running joke, like she's an idiot, and she's going to keep trying to kill John Walker throughout the entire movie. And I think they should have left that in. I think they should have kept her there, and that would add more comedic value to the movie if you just have him blocking her with his taco shield, trying to fight her. The Sentry's right there, bitch. What are you doing? They going for the friendship hug, and she just pulls a knife out of her back and starts trying to reach over. He blocks it. Like that would have been amazing.
She does the Deadpool and Wolverine thing, and there's a knife in my dick.
Yes.
No, but also real quick, what was the guy who everybody thought was Taskmaster from the Black Widow movie? It was Rick something. Here's some no. Here's something that we haven't done in a little while. A little bit of speculation nation. Does this open the door for him to take up the mantle and become the new Taskmaster?
Yeah.
Can.
So I mean, because essentially it's just a suit. So Taskmaster's abilities originally he took a form of super soldier serum, but it made his
don't they all?
Yeah, they all do.
And
And it essentially it took away his long-term memory, so he can remember things short-term, but he has photocentric. No. I was about to say photocentric, but no. It's something else. He has superpowers in his eyes where he can see something and he can do it. That's essentially what his power is. But this would in the MCU,
photographic
memory.
It's called photographic reflexes. I was trying to say
photographic reflexes. Okay, yeah, all right, yeah, reflexes. So yeah, he can imitate people's abilities to move. Essentially, like he can jump around like Spider-Man, but he can't. He doesn't have the strength. He has the fighting styles of everybody except for Moon Knight and Deadpool. So essentially, they could do this if it's just based on the suit. It's everything that they've seen, and we're going to have everybody introduced. I think they should because Taskmaster he's a good B-level villain, but also Marvel has a history of killing off their fucking villains. So I don't know. They might do it, and they could do that, and it'd just be a running joke. Oh, you're the Taskmaster of the week. That would be interesting to see. I've been instructed off camera that the reason why he doesn't imitate Deadpool or Moon Knight is because Moon Knight has MPD, so he's multiple people. He is not the same. None of his stuff matches up. He changes mid-fight. Throwing one punch, his right hook is totally different. So he doesn't copy off him. Also, Moon Knight will murder him. Moon Knight does not have the no killing rule. He will kill him. And then Deadpool, same shit. He's literally legit insane. He's the merc with the mouth and insane. You stab him, there's nothing he can do. And also in the comics, he's touted as being Robin Williams on crack. Like that's it. That's exactly how he is in that. That's how he's depicted in the comics. But yeah, anyway, what was you about to say, Herb? My bad.
One thing I saw, because I saw a couple theories out there as far as that's the end credits part. Rick, I remember you said last week that it could possibly mean that Fantastic Four is everything's gonna go to shit once what's his name? Galactus comes in. Comes in the center. I saw some theories to where, like, if you look at if you if you look at the ship on the trailer, there's like 3 like little prongs at the back of their rocket coming in. But yet when you seen on the movie, it was 4. So could that possibly mean that it's not the Fantastic Four coming in? It could possibly be Doom. Or it could be somebody else, or it could be the original Fantastic Four that was in the first one, since we still have the properties to it with Disney owning Fox. So, I mean, do you think that may be a thing, or that's just, hey, they're pulling a little trailer mix off type thing like they always do sometimes, like with Infinity War?
I think that's a moment of just reading too far into it. I don't think they're going to go that hard. Also, keep in mind, we're on the tail end of the multiverse version of the MCU. Doom is not, he could potentially be from their universe, but he's definitely around. He's been seeing everything going on. Doom is intelligent enough to go from universe to universe. And also, if they're going in alignment with Jonathan Hickman's Fantastic Four and Avengers, Doom is God King Doom at this point. Like, nobody's touching him. The Beyonders, Galactus, nobody's touching him. Y'all can run to another dimension. I'll be over there in a second. I'm going to finish wrapping this one up. That's pretty much what he's doing. So I don't think that's the case.
Also, we're at a point right now where the MCU can't keep playing with this subversion of expectation shit that they do. Like, and it's just like, oh, the Fantastic Four ship lands in the next movie, and Johann Grufford his Reed Richard gets off the ship. You know what I mean? Like, it's people don't want that. Like, at this point, everybody has gotten to the point with Marvel and the MCU. They've gotten to the goddamn fucking point. Point in time. So yeah, they can't really do the subversion of expectations. I think that's going to be Pedro Pascal and Vanessa Kirby and I forgot the other two's name. The bear and Stranger Things boy.
Yes.
I believe that's going to be them getting off of this. So also, but I mean, I think Franklin is going to be getting off the plane with him as well. I think when they come to that multiverse portal, Franklin is going to do some fuckery type stuff. I think he might age himself up a little bit. I don't know why. I'm starting to believe that for Doomsday, because the only thing that can really counter the God King Doom for real, would be like an older Franklin Richards. Like, so I don't know. I don't know.
I don't think Franklin's powerful. Can't take nothing away from him. He's powerful. God King Doom was taking out Beyonders. Like, Franklin would be a Beyonder. Doom he took out an entire race of Beyonders. So it could happen. It could happen. They could do that. They always do the MCU scaling where they bring shit down to more realistic levels. But
listen, fuck whatever we talking about for the last topic of the show. Let's talk about this real quick. Can we talk about how the power scaling in the MCU is just so fucking annoying?
Oh, it's garbage.
It's gotten to the point now where I watch them. Like, I'll go back and watch the movies because, you know, like, it's just other stuff just entertains me or whatever. But it's like, God damn it, like, this person is so much more powerful than what you're showing them. It's like watching the Power Rangers get beat up by putties every now and then in fucking MCU, in my opinion.
Joe. Who do you think they did? Well, we know the big one is Thanos. They did his powers completely wrong. Thanos. Oh, absolutely. But that fight was accurate. I think that we've never actually had in comic actual fisticuffs between Hulk and Thanos. Closest we got was the end with Thanos, where you had Hulk chained up in the basement eating bones. That tells you all you need to know about how badass Thanos truly is. Mm-hmm. But Thanos, they did wrong. Who else?
Moon Knight struggling with a dude, a random dude.
Yeah.
He's struggling with a dude with a cane. Like, come on, man. Like, that nigga got glass in his shoes. Beat his ass, Mark. Cut his face off. Where's Bushman? Cut his fucking face off.
Yes. Who else?
But no, because I'm thinking, like, do you think that because we're in the multiverse type shit, could we get that whole entire scene of Doom just and Thanos again?
Probably, because it's such an iconic scene, they're probably going to show that.
You have to, at this point, just to show like that Dr. Doom don't fuck around. We gotta have that moment. Because it's like you said, the power scale for Thanos was like, oh, he's the almighty and everything, and it took literally like 2 movies just to try to get his ass. And we've been seeing over the years how big of a bad guy he is. Why not get this motherfucker to knock him out in one swift move?
So that is one thing that the MCU is also good at. They're good at fan service, and they're good at showing somebody how much of an immediate threat they are at the misfortune of another person. So I'm pretty, if we are getting God King Doom, I'm pretty sure just to show the normies out there how powerful he is, they will do some shit like that. Because Marvel loves to get a fanboy pop. I'm sorry, Trey. Go ahead.
Facts. I think that they're gonna allow Jonathan Majors to come back for one thing and one thing only, because he was being touted as being the next big bad. I think they'll do that scene with Kang versus Doom, and he kills him like that. That's what I see. That's what I see happening, because they got to wrap up that Kang storyline.
He's saying he's gonna give him the Sub-Zero Mortal Kombat 1, the original Mortal Kombat fatality, like where it's just where Jonathan Majors comes out doing his Kang voice, and it's just like,
yes. Yeah, like he's probably gonna make the mistake of calling him Stark or something like that, because also, that it could potentially work, because if you think about it, we're trying to kill the multiverse. We're doing the Jonathan Hickman version of the MCU. In the comic, the Doom is going around killing the Molecule Men. It could be that he's going around killing the Jonathan Majors characters of Kang. And that could be that we see that depiction, and that's the scene we get. because in order to destroy this universe, you have to destroy Kang, who's an anchor being, or he kills anchor beings. Thanos could be an anchor being in one scene. He could be killing around multiples. So that could definitely be the thing. I would either way. I would accept it. I would look into it and be like, all right, this works. This works.
As long as one of those anchor beings is a Wanda Maximoff, and we get to see.
Let it go, Rick. She's dead. Let it go.
Sure, she is, right?
Until we see her showing up, she gone. She ain't it.
She's gonna. Yeah.
The only thing that Wanda's going to be good for is saying 3 lines in the future, and you know what those lines are. Yeah. No more mutants. That's it. That's the only thing she's going to be good for.
No more Republicans.
That works too. Wanda, please make it happen. So all right, last thing, because we did talk about a lot. It was Marvel heavy, but it was also Marvel's been fucking up lately. Do you think with the James Gunn universe, and he's usually pretty good at this, you think we're going to have an opposing side to this, where it's going to be a little bit more wokeness, more equality on the DC cinematic universe that he's creating, on the James Gunn universe? Do you think we're going to get more of that? We already got examples of that, where they have, I think they have a black girl as Hawk Girl. Who else? She's not.
The girl that plays. The girl that plays Dina on Last of Us season 2 is Hawk Girl, and she's just a little olive skinned.
Okay. Well, anyway, do you think we're going to have more diversity on the DC side?
I'm going to say this: is David Zaslav the president of Warner Brothers?
I believe so.
Yeah, no. Yeah. It's not gonna happen.
Well, we got ancillary characters that are black. Like you look at Peacemaker and what's her name, Wanda. Amanda Waller's daughter is the second tier cast member on
Tasty.
Yeah, she was Tasty in Orange Is the New Black. I forgot what her character's name is,
Danielle
but it's a Waller.
Danielle Brooks. I think that's her name. Danielle Brooks.
That could be it. I'm looking it up now. Why did the movie Peacemaker come up? Damn it! I'm looking for. You know what I'm looking for? It said Pacemaker. God damn it! All right, I'm hungry. Anyway, we finally got Danielle Brooks. Finally got a full trailer. We got a little teaser trailer about a month ago of Peacemaker 2. I'm looking forward to this one. Peacemaker was a breakout show. It definitely had me excited for the future of the DCU, especially the last scene, which of course they're going to retcon as being something else. Him cussing out the Justice League, like, where the fuck was y'all at this whole time? You should have fucking been here. And also shout out to John Cena retaining this title, greatest of all time last night. Anyway, what are you guys' expectations for Peacemaker season 2?
John Cena he's definitely got he's funny as hell. I mean, let's just call a spade whenever he's acting. Think about movies like Cock Blocker. What else? The Peacemaker show from last year. Thinking about other movies that he's done. He's a very good actor. I mean, he's funny. He's not like a Oscar worthy one, but he gets you entertained. He's funny. He has some points, and Peacemaker is him. I mean, besides, I don't know about the racist shit, but I mean, that's him. But I mean, I could see this being a really good show, especially with James Gunn being ahead of it. I'm not expecting it to be better than Marvel until they show me otherwise. I think I'm going to be thoroughly entertained by this show if it keeps up the same way that it was before and just raise the bar just a little bit.
I'm looking forward to more vigilante action. Because
vigilante, oh my god, go ahead. Sorry.
He looks like John Cena does look like melted ice cream. I'm sorry. I'm not sorry, but he looks like melted ice cream. But also we all need to go out there and we all need to pay attention to vigilante in Peacemaker. And when you see someone trying to kidnap a person and they're not identifying themselves as an authority figure or an agent of some type of agency, we should all just be more like vigilante. That's how I'm ending my segment on the show this week.
Fair enough. I'm looking forward to Peacemaker. I'm looking forward to seeing the action and the continuation of the story as this very little known character is getting a little bit more of a deeper dive than he did before. We got to see his dad and his involvement there. We got to see how he killed his brother. And I honestly never really read, and I don't think he had a comic. He may have had one comic, but I didn't read much about Peacemaker outside of the Suicide Squad comics. So I'm looking forward to it.
But that's
His
the
comment is
beauty.
completely different from what he is in the show. Like,
Oh, yeah.
But that's the beauty of James Gunn, though. I mean, he gets the most the person who doesn't even matter. Like, who the fuck read who really deep dived into what's the name, Guardians of the Galaxy like that? We really didn't pay, like, when it first came out, we was like, Guardians of the Galaxy. And now they brought it into and made a whole entire friend. Trey, I said, really look at it. I didn't say look at it, period. You're not listening.
Let me do my EO Sky right now. Nigga, I love the Guardians of the Galaxy, but it was a different Guardians of the Galaxy. Keep going. Go ahead. Go off.
Get him out the way. But no, like, seriously.
EO call me.
But it's just like he does a deep dive into these characters and makes them so significant. And that's the beauty of him taking care of the DC universe. And I'm actually anxious to see how it's going to look, because even like having I forget what's the guy's name that's he's the Green Lantern on there when they win Guy Gardner having in there, like, you're doing a deep dive on him, and that's actually pretty dope.
Guy Gardner's in the trailer for Peacemaker.
Yeah,
like him and Hawkgirl are in there. Also, real quick, because of James Gunn and his humor that once got him fired from the MCU, do you think we're going to get a realistic version of a sex scene between Superman and Lois?
No.
like the Hancock sex scene that was a deleted scene where it says, like, listen, when they happen.
I never saw that deleted. Nope.
No, listen, I'll describe it for you. So he tells her, listen, when it happens, you're gonna have to move, or it could blow your head off.
That was in the movie, wasn't it? I thought that was in the movie, and she hopped off and boom, boom, boom. I saw that.
Yes. I thought that was the deleted scene, but no, yeah, like, so. But let's think about it for real. You know what I mean? Like, you got this superpowered alien who's essentially a human being, but he has alien makeup. Like, you're not catching that pearl necklace on your face, sweetheart. You're gonna have to move out the way, because that joint gonna knock your nose off. And this is like, no, finish on my face. No, baby, I'm not trying to kill you. Like, you can't do that.
What is the matter? Anyway, all right, people. It's been a great show here at Game of Blerds. We appreciate you tuning in. Or if you're watching on the back end, please make sure you like, share, subscribe, like the video. Please like the video. Helps us grow so we can do more. And we'll be back next week with more of an entertaining conversation that we always have. But yeah, otherwise, you know where to find us. You know where to see us. We love you. We'll catch you next week. Peace.
69.
I like y'all. I don't love you. I like you.
You waited the whole show to scream that out.
Yeah.
I'm going to get a drink.